Hey, what's up, guys? Chung here. Okay, so today let's continue our lead code journey here. Uh, so let's take a look at another problem here. Number 311, sparse matrix multiplications. So you're given like two arrays here, right? Uh, both of them will have the same different dimensions, right? And you need to do the multiplication between those two arrays, two not arrays, two matrices, right? Matrices. So I mean, if you notice that in order for us to multiply those two matrices, the the first arrays, the first matrix uh, column needs to equal to the second matrix row, right? That's when we can calculate it because at each positions we'll be using that column, right? But we'll be using this one row from this first matrix and to multiply the this column, this all the columns on this row. That's why we need have this we need to have this number and this number, they are the same. We need to have this 3 and 3. That's how we can make sure we can do the multiplication, right? So okay, so let's take an example. Let's say we have a 2 by 3 here, right? That's the A, 2 by 3. And then we have B. So in order to multiply these two matrices, since we have column here 3, and then I mean, the row of this B needs to be 3. The row of the B needs to be 3 here. And so I'm just going to write like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So for B, we have a 3 by 5. Okay. So, and then what's the final result, right? The final result will be going to be a answer, right? So the answer will be what? Will be the 2 by 5, right? Because we'll be multiply this thing with that thing for each of the elements here. So we're gonna have like 2 by 5 result in the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So then we simply just loop through each of the elements in the answer here. So for example, this one, what's the result for this? Basically, we'll be using the rows, right, represented by this one. In this case, it's 0, 0, right? 0, 0, right? So we're going to be using uh, each element, um, sorry, each basically for 0, 0, this represents the row and column we need to get retrieve from A and B. In this case, basically the row is 0, right, and the column is also 0. So basically this row and sorry, this row and this column, right, and we'll be multiplying everything. This one multiply this one multiply that, and this one multiply this one. And we summarize everything to be put it to here, right? How about this one, right? Let's say this one, same thing here, right? But this one we need to multiply this row. Still, it's still on the same row. It's a different column, but it's on the same row of A, right? So basically this for this for this like slot we'll be using will be multiply. We're gonna be the product, right, of all the elements, summarize of the product of all the elements for this row and this column. Same thing for here. This row, this column, this row, this column, this row. So this column, this row. And when it moves to the second row here, we're gonna use the we're gonna basically multiply everything for the second row, right? Same with the second row from A and also starting from this column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think uh, that's pretty much it is for this problem. Let's try to code these things. So we need to get basically three dimensions in this case, right? So the first one is going to be the length, sorry, the row of A, right? And then the the column of A, and then what? And then the column of B in this case, right? So because the row of B is the same of the column of A. In this case, we just need one element here, one variable. So, but we need to get the B of the element of row, the column of B, and our final result will be what? Like I said, it's going to be the 0 times. So the column will be from the B, and the row will be from A, range A, right? And then we simply loop through this final result here, the result matrix here. So for row and column, J in range NB, right? That's our final result. Then what's gonna be our the the answer for this element, right? So like I said, we need to with this I and J, right? We need to summarize. We need to find that correct column from A. In this case, we're gonna do a summarize of everything, right? For that, for this column and the row and column, we get from A and B, right? For let's do a K in range what? K in range N, right? Because we know this thing, the numbers we need to summarize is the number of N, right? Because that's this row and this column. It's just the same, which is the N here. And what's the value of that, right? So here from A is the A of I, right? That's the column, and then this is going to be the K, right? Times for B is a opposite, right? For B is the J is fixed, right? But then the row is different, right? So I think, yeah, in the end, we simply return this answer here, and that should do it. Oh, oops. Uh, oh, sorry. This is M, not A. All right. Let's see. A is uh I's row and column is K. Okay, times K in range N. Okay, I think it should work, right? Oh, in first same thing here, but it shouldn't matter. And B0 I oh I know. So here's right. So the rows for B is different in this case, and yeah, and the column is fixed. So I yeah made a mistake here. Cool. Yeah, it works. So pretty straightforward. The only trick here, not trick, the only thing you need to notice here is that the first is the size of the final result. The second is the how can you do the product? How do you can do the multiplication, right? Basically, for each of the element in the final result, you get the you use you fix the row and the column by the position of the final result, and then you just multiply everything for that row and that column, right? That's it. Uh, okay, cool, guys. I think that's it for this problem. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the videos. Thank you so much. All right, see you guys soon. Bye.